What's trending, guys? With the 6th season of Game of Thrones already airing, here are 6 facts on the world's most loved TV show. And don't worry, no spoilers. Enjoy! Hodor!
Number 1.
Game of Thrones has been banned by the Turkish military. In November 2014, it was reported that a number of television programs, including Game of Thrones, had been banned in military schools belonging to the Turkish army in order to protect the young people from sexual exploitation, pornography, exhibitionism, abuse, harassment, and all negative behaviors. According to a report in the Turkish daily newspaper Cumhuriyet, this isn't the first time that Game of Thrones has caused trouble within the country's army. In 2012, officers were kicked out of a military academy in Istanbul for allowing cadets to watch the show.
Number 2.
There's a real-life equivalent to Valyrian steel. On Game of Thrones, the very best blades are forged from a super strong but incredibly light substance known as Valyrian steel. But creating the metal itself, which can be recognized by its distinctive rippled surface, is a lost art. Valyrian blades can be passed down through families, but no new items can be made without melting down the originals. Intriguingly enough, it seems that the Game of Thrones author George R.R. Martin based Valyrian steel on a real-life alloy known as Damascus steel. Developed in India and the Middle East, Damascus steel was known for its super strong, super sharp qualities and for its distinctive rippled surface. But the specific temperature and techniques needed to make it were lost at some point in the 18th century. Various attempts have since been made to replicate it, but the exact formula remains an enduring mystery.
Number 3.
The iconic Iron Throne is supposed to be much bigger than the show would have you believe. For his book, The World of Ice and Fire, which chronicles the history of Westeros and its warring elite, creator George R.R. Martin worked closely with an artist in order to capture the throne as the book described it and what he originally saw in his mind's eye. What they came up with is a far cry from HBO's envisioning. This Iron Throne is massive, said Martin on his blog. Ugly, asymmetric. It's a throne made by blacksmiths hammering together half-melted, broken, twisted swords wrenched from the hands of dead men or yielding up by defeated foes. And there are thousands of swords in it, not just a few.
Number 4.
Grayscale is a lot like a real-life disease. In the world of Game of Thrones, grayscale is the one disease you really don't want to contract. If you're lucky, it'll just leave you with permanent grey scales on your skin. If not, it'll slowly destroy you, transforming your body into a grey stone-like substance until you end up effectively turning into a sort of living statue and then, of course, die. When he invented grayscale, author George R.R. Martin was partly inspired by leprosy. Back in the Middle Ages, the disease, which causes painful skin lesions, was highly frowned upon and feared and disgust, and victims of the disease were frequently forced to live as outcasts, echoing the social stigma associated with the grayscale in Game of Thrones. However, there's also another real-life disease that's a little like grayscale, namely fibrodysplasia ossificanus progressive. The condition, which is incurable and extremely rare, causes damaged soft tissues to be regrown as bone throughout a person's life. As the disease progresses, victims are effectively turned to stone.
Number 5.
Trial by combat may be legal. In the words of Tyrion Lannister, who underwent his own trial by combat in Season 4, deciding a man's guilt or innocence in the eyes of gods by having two other men hack each other to pieces tells you something about the gods. Back in the real world, some have argued thanks to an obscure loophole in the law, trial by combat may still be legal in the United States. The last trial by combat in Britain was in 1818 and the practice became illegal a year later. However, in 2002, 60-year-old Leon Humphreys invoked the ancient right and challenged the DVLA to provide a champion for a fight to the death after he received a £25 parking fine. Rather disappointingly, the DVLA declined his request.
Number 6.
Never mind the dragons. Daenerys is also the mother of recently discovered sea slugs. In 2013, researchers discovered a new species of sea slug off the coast of Brazil. The marine biologists were struck by the similarity between the creature's pale yellow fronts and the silvery braids of the Game of Thrones character Daenerys Targaryen, otherwise known as the Khaleesi. In honor of the warrior queen played by Emilia Clarke in the show, the team decided to name the new find Tritonia Khaleesi. I hope you enjoyed this featured presentation. If you want a part 2, please smash that like button. Let's shoot for 100 likes. Also, leave me a comment on what topic you'd like to see next. And don't forget to tell me who your favorite Game of Thrones character is while you're at it. My favorite was Jon Snow. Yeah. Finally, please subscribe to not miss out on any future content. Thank you so much for watching. Alright Super Nation, till next time.